So what happens if your Australia permanent visa expired? Recently, we had a few consultations about this area, and I realized we have quite a lot of candidates out there that their permanent visa expired during COVID. There might be a reason that they were overseas. They left Australia with a permanent visa, but then they start overseas. During that time, their permanent visa expired, and they were not able to return Australia visa because your travel facility expired. So what do? Now, that's a few scenarios happen after that. The first one will be you depart Australia with a valid visa, permanent visa. You stay overseas for less than 5 years. Okay, for the next 5 years, you want to come back, but your visa already expired. Now, at this scenario, you need to demonstrate that you will have a valid reason to return back to Australia. A valid reason can be things like this. It can be about employment commitment. It can be business opportunities. It can be reunion of family members, right? So a few scenarios that you have to return to Australia. For job, for employment opportunities or commitment, we have 3 different scenarios under that employment opportunities. First scenario, it's something already happened. You have a job offer, or you have already worked for Australia company. Now you need to enter Australia on-site, work on-site. So something probably happened in the past, or something that you already received job offer. You need to return to Australia to work, all right? And second scenario is that you did not receive job offer. However, you have a job interview. That you had a job interview online already, and then they want to come to see you in person. That's something that's probably going to happen in 2 weeks' time after they set you final round an interview. There might be something in the far future. That can be that we need to demonstrate that you are employable in Australia. You are likely to have employment in Australia, and this kind of promising job, and then your skill will be highly recognized in Australia. So within the employment commitment, it doesn't really limit to that what happened in the past. You got job offer, you worked in the past Australia before, or the second one that you can have a job offer in the near future. It can be that you are employable in Australia, meaning you probably work in the past, which is likelihood that you work in the past in Australia. You receive Australia qualification. Well, that's a likelihood that you did receive qualification from Australia, or you work in the past, right? Now, it's likely that you can come to Australia using Australia qualification, or your experience gain another job quickly, employable. So these 3 elements all belong to the category of work commitment. Okay, the stronger the better, of course. If you have a job in the past that you have employment contract now, that it's the strongest. So this is a weighting of balance of possibility. We are weighting all the elements here. The second scenario, it's really about business commitment. Now, business commitment is really sensitive here, because what do we mean by business? How large the business is considered a business? That's why the range of business activity here. What type of business is good business, right? Now, of course, you analyze the current situation. It's considering business. You have to have a business operating in Australia. Now, any other type of business, we have 2 types of business overall, right? One, it's providing product. Another one, it's providing service. And 2 of them also consider business. Of course, the big, but for department for the returning resident visa, we can literally say someone, perhaps, that they have 2 properties and then they're renting out, and then they use company to manage the rentals. Do we consider this business? Yes, that isn't business. There's more than one house is managed by a real estate agent, by a property manager. Then you have rent, and then you, of course, there's you have other, stocks, things like that, business activities. So business really referring to this. It either can be a service or product, and it asks for a transaction. Someone is a sole trader. Sole trader usually refer to some of the trading skills, okay? But it doesn't really limit to that. Business can be a sole trading business. It can be someone provide a solution, which is service, to another person and receive funds, okay, receive transactions. So this is considered business ties. Again, the business tie can be, well, happened in the past, right? You had a business, and until this moment that you have business operation, although you're not in Australia. Second one, it's you are going to have a contract sign up really soon, big client. You're going to give you 1 million. I'm just giving an example. It can be 10,000, right, per year. And that's likelihood that you're going to sign up a very similar clients like that, 10,000 of them, right? I'm giving example again. A business ties can be happening in the past, can be right now, it's happening, or can be near future. That you have some brilliant business idea, that you have business plan, this is going to scale, and this is going to promising. That is considered business ties. So business ties can be happening in the past, present, and future. And third one, it's a family ties. Again, it can be past, present, and future. And future one, very simple and straightforward. For instance, if you met someone online in Australia, right? She's Australian. Now you want to come, now you already have a talk with them and you're going to meet someone here in Australia, family ties. It can be something happened in the past that you have siblings living in Sydney. Now, and then you were, of course, you knew each other, right, for a while, and spent some time, good time, happy family life together. It can be something that's happening in present, meaning once you have probably, for instance, left Australia, you get married and you have kids. Now you have children wanting to return to Australia to have an Australian education. Now this is considered a ties as well, family ties. So 3 levels of ties, generally speaking, that's most strongest ties are employment ties, then family ties. The third ones come into business ties. Okay. Now, of course, if your business is really large size of business, in product companies, so like software products companies, you want to sell worldwide, that it's really good as well. And fourth area, culture ties. Now, culture ties, can we say past, present, and future? We can possibly say that. And let me give you an example, right? Can we consider this past? Now, you are a runner, okay? You run a lot of marathons, okay? Now, you want to come back to Australia, to present Australia to run a marathon, okay? Now, we demonstrate that you are a runner, so this is happening in the future. That is a culture event. You want to raise awareness against, mental illness, depression, and you have been doing that. So, but you want to come to Australia in the future to do that, to promote this, okay? Be a runner. That's something happened in the past. It can be something, religious event, attend temple, church, or sport events, right? You are part of a club. You were part of a club. And then you want to participate in this club, and they say, come over, let's play, let's do this. It can be tennis, let's come play tennis. But it cannot be something like club, small club. It needs to be something like genuinely doing good job there. So, okay. So we have 4 categories. Generally speaking, I'm not limited to anything. Okay, so which includes employment, commitment, family ties, business ties, and culture ties. The stronger the better. Of course, you don't need all of them, but it's preferable that you have some elements there. Okay. Now, you just need to demonstrate the reason you want to come to Australia. It cannot be, say, giving me back the permanent visa, I need it back. Why they start? Because it's really much discretionary, and you need to convince them. Now, I come back to the first question. It's you left Australia for less than 5 years. The less time you spend overseas, the better. Now, what happens if someone spends 6 years, more than 5 years? Then we'll have another category. It's someone who's left Australia for more than 5 years, but less than 10 years. Now, at this time, we need to not just demonstrate, of course, in the first scenario, we still need to demonstrate why you departed Australia, but you can simply just say so. Now, for the second category that you need to demonstrate, you are about to return to Australia because you left Australia that for some reason. And that is reason that you must demonstrate the reason why you left Australia, something that you can't manage because it's beyond your control. It has to be compelling. You left so long. Now you decided you want to come to Australia. You see, right? That must be the reason that you left so long and something kept you overseas for so long. Okay, so if you spend Australia, not out of Australia, for more than 5 years and less than 10 years, that is the time you look through. What happens, of course, someone left Australia for more than 10 years. Usually speaking, I will encourage people to come to Australia on a tourist visa first. Apply online, because onshore, apply onshore, so that you can demonstrate your ties while you spend 3 months here, right? Culture, family, because you might have a job offer straight away, because you might attend church right now, because you might, get married soon, right? So if you spend more than 10 years outside Australia and then you never enter Australia any once, then I encourage you to enter Australia with a tourist visa. It doesn't mean that they will, give that to you. You can, of course, apply offshore first. But remember, the best way for you to realize that, oh my God, my permanent visa expired, the first thing first is never to apply tourist visa. You're going to need to attempt applying permanent returning resident visa first. Okay, so you have two scenarios. Of course, some of candidates say two scenario is applying onshore. Now come to this question, or offshore. You apply while in Australia, outside Australia. I did help candidate who are overseas, stay overseas for more than 10 years. And after 10 years, he decided he wanted in between he did apply tourist visa, but they refused him. And he applied 3 times and refused him. So what do? Of course, you can't come to Australia. So I helped him to apply offshore while he was outside Australia. He got a 1 year stay, come to Australia, and come again. So, but the first scenario, if you realize that, my permanent expired, the first attempt, you always apply permanent returning resident first. If you can't get it, you probably apply tourist visa, and come to Australia. If these two have exhausted, you have no idea. Now you need to establish ties. Okay, you can establish ties, what happened in the past, find out the employment ties, commitment, family ties, business ties, and the culture ties. So this is really important. Do not leave it too long. Now apply first, then come to Australia. If you change your mind later, that it's okay. This is the best hint I'm giving to everybody. It's that once you realize your permanent visa expired, you must apply permanent visa as soon as possible. Get it done and come to Australia first. Activate that returning resident visa first. Now, if you say, oh my God, I still can't. I just want a permanent residency to be alive. You will then, while you're in Australia, spend some time to establish your ties. To show that you have commitment to Australia. To show that you're not just for the sake of as a tourist. Now, the worst scenario is for some candidates is they left Australia for a few time, for a few years, realize the permanent visa is approved, permanently expired. They forgot to apply to returning resident visa. They came on tourist visa once, a second time, and third time. This is the worst scenario, because every time you enter Australia, you were here as a tourist. You did not want to demonstrate anything like Australia ties. You have no commitment to Australia. It's very, very hard. Okay, most people commit this because they thought, tourist visa allowing me to stay here this is 1 year visa. Then every time I can stay 3 months, and I have family here, so they don't give me. My permanent visa expires, so I'll just apply tourist visa. So it's not a good idea. Always attempt to get your returning resident visa first. If you fail to get it, apply tourist visa, come to Australia, apply immediately your returning resident visa. So don't come here not doing anything and leave again on a tourist visa. This is bad scenario. The worst scenario, sorry about that. So the processing time, come to that. A processing time, for the longer you depart from Australia, it takes a longer time. Okay, but generally speaking, department want to make it easier for everybody. So process time, if you spend, of course, 2 out of 5 years has been Australia, then probably take 2 weeks or 3 days to 2 weeks. processing time, for my understanding, is probably between 2 weeks to 2 month time. Okay, so it's always good to prepare in advance. Now, don't assume that submitting returning resident visa, especially your stay in Australia is less than 2 out of 5 years. Don't assume it's just a fill of form. Yeah, fill of form, because if you've been rejected once, it's not a good idea unless you have proof that you have something substantial, have not proved in the first attempt. So it's really, really important, and really want people, once you're permanent visa, do not feel that you're done, you can't get it, because Australian permanent visa is really, really hard to get now. Your value to return to Australia has a lot of, return, what I call return. Your investment in the past, 10 years ago, it's time for the to return. And then you obviously can't find the wallet. So that's a bad idea. I hope this one helped you. Thank you. Bye-bye.